people of the internet. Today I'm going to be filming a chit chat get ready with me. So, woohoo! It is currently November 15th at 9:51 a.m. So, let's just go ahead and get started. I got some low lights in my hair. So my hair is looking a smidgen different. Just adding some dimension. And yes, I'm wearing like these pajamas my mom got me for Christmas, and they're kind of like Christmassy wintry pajamas, but they're super warm. That's why I'm wearing them, because Kentucky is like freezing. So yeah, okay, let's just go ahead and get started getting ready. I'm just going to talk about my life, and I'll like say the products in between when I'm talking. I've never done one of these before, and I don't really know how it's going to go. I'm going to try and do as few edits as possible, and that was kind of gross what I just did, but I guess I'll leave it in because I don't really want to edit that much. So anyways, so first I'm going to be taking this e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer, and also I just want to say, if you hear my dog in the background, it's because she lives with me, and I live at my dad's house. So I don't really have anywhere I can like just put my dog. She's always following me around because she's my dog. So, like right now she's literally right here sniffing my sock drawer. Huh? Hello, you want to come up? Would you like to join the video? She wants to say hello. Oh, she just barked. Excuse you, Miss Lou. So this is my puppy dog. Her name is Lucy Lou. She loves to give kisses and lick off moisturizer and lotion. She loves moisturizer and lotion and eating sponges. So I'm going to move my makeup sponge away where she cannot get it. She's a very curious puppy. Yeah, she's a very good girl too, huh? Most of the time I'm a very good girl. So she's just going to sit here until she wants to get down, and I'm just going to keep getting ready. So basically, I was telling you today is November 15th, and that is because November 16th, I graduate cosmetology school. So as of right now, I only have, stop, I only have, what? Stop, you're so cute. I only have 2.75 hours remaining in my 1,500 hours of cosmetology school, and I have yet to miss a day of school, which is great. And they told me to come in late tomorrow, so that way I'll be able to graduate at the time I'm supposed to graduate, because I had to stay late on Friday with a client. This is the Too Faced Born This Way multiple use sculpting concealer. Do I want to use this? No. I'm gonna use this first. This is the Pureless Perfect Glow BB Cream SPF 50. And it's oil-free, moisturizing, and natural-looking coverage. Matte meets glowy for all skin types, even sensitive. And this beauty was, this is in the shade Fair. So, good for me. What? You being so cute and curious. And I'm just going to put that on a makeup sponge. Anyways, I had to stay late with a client on Friday, and it was just a very, very long day. And I was rather stressed, but I knew the person, and she was very, very calm, and everything like worked out. So that's very good. But I was very like, oh my goodness, I don't know what to do. So there's a mirror behind my camera, so if it looks like I'm like looking behind my camera, that's why. I have a viewfinder over here, so I'm like kind of looking to make sure I'm staying in screen. Lucy just doesn't want to get off my lap. And I'm also going to be using this small mirror. So anyways, I like knew the person, and she wasn't stressing at all, and she was cool, and we couldn't end up doing what we were supposed to do because it didn't work. So she was like, okay, yeah, I suggested something, and she's like, yeah, like, I trust you, and I was like, okay, cool. And she ended up being super duper happy with it, so I'm like, oh, God bless. And I just realized I never texted my friend back. I love you, and I'm so sorry. I'm going to text you right now. Oh, wait, I did text her back. She was texting me, but we were texting about lemonade that day. Anyways, Lucy's just going to be here, and this isn't really going to be a good makeup video because you're not really going to see me doing any of my makeup because Lucy's in focus, and I have to be behind her, so I'm out of focus. It's okay. You're the star of the show, Lucy. Look over here. She's looking at the sponge. Say, I am the main character. Okay, you're gonna have to sit on the stool by me. Sit right here. Right here, sit down. Or you can get down, sit. Good job. Good, so smart. So now you can't really see her, but she's still sitting right next to me. Anyways, the girl was like, yeah, that's fine, that works. And so I was like, okay, great. But anyways, I clocked out and I was like, please just take out my lunch. And they're like, Hailey, we can't do that because it's like time fraud on their end or something. So basically I got all these, I got like an hour worth of extra, and it just messes up. It just messed up all of my everything. So now I'd be graduating at like 12:15, but that would mean I couldn't take lunch with my friends on my last day. And I really want to take lunch with my friends on my last day. Okay, so now I'm going to go on with this Too Faced Born This Way Multiple Use Sculpting Concealer in the shade Cream Puff. If you watch my mom's channel, you know I have the dropsies, and you guys need to take a green juice shot every time I drop something. I just dropped this concealer, so if you got any green juice, time to take a little bit for healthiness, because I'm not 21, so I don't really know what my viewer like age range is. So I'm just gonna guess you guys are all 20 like me, and we're gonna be drinking green juice and being healthy. Or if you don't like green juice, apple juice or grape juice. Oh man, I love me some grape juice. It is my favorite kind of juice ever, and apple juice too. And I got this apple juice in like a little glass jar that looks like an apple from the store by my school, and Bo was like, oh, I love that glass, and I was like, thanks, it came with my apple juice. It was $1. He was like, oh, it just looks so good. And I was like, do you want me to get you one? And he was like, I mean, I wouldn't say no. So now when I go to school on Monday, I have to run down to that store to get him apple juice. And I don't even know if Bo likes apple juice, so I'm probably just going to drink it, and then he's going to have the glass. But I'm excited because I'm not going to lie, I keep all of my glasses. And that one would be so cute to like propagate a little plant in. So I'm very, very sad because I'm going to miss school a lot. It has been like my happy place for over a year now, and the school I go to, I mean, I guess I can really like say it now. So I went to Empire Beauty School, and it was only supposed to be a 10-month program, but because of COVID, I was pushed back. I need a different concealer. I don't really know which one I want to use, but like I'm breaking out, and I don't even know where anything is. October really like threw off all of my makeup organization, like relatively badly, kinda, honestly. So, okay, I'm just gonna use this ColourPop in light 12, and just kind of put that there and here. Okay, so anyways, the school has been my happy place for the past, it's been like 12 months and 3 weeks. That'll be like my time or something like that. Pretty close to that. Because October, and then, what, is this the 3rd week of November? Because, whoa. Let's see. October. Yeah, so today is the 15th, is the like the first, okay, so it'll be like 2 weeks and 2 days. But granted, that's not in school every day, and there was like a couple of months where I wasn't in school at all. It's been a journey to get here, but I'm very, very happy to be finishing, so that way I can move on to my future career. I'm sorry, I have to fix my nose ring. I'm very excited to move on, but I'm also terrified because I'm scared. I'm scared to leave somewhere that has brought me so much joy, because I don't feel like I'm ready to leave yet. But, you know, I will be going back a lot. And my dog is ringing her potty bells, which means that I have to go let her outside right now, or she will get mad at me. So before I do that, I'm just going to set this concealer in place. And since I'm not taking any photos today, I'm just going to use this Airspun in, oh, I just spilled it everywhere. This is Translucent Extra Coverage. And this stuff is so messy. I get it everywhere. Like, I haven't even opened it yet, and it's all over my desk. And I'm just going to use this Real Techniques sponge. This is like my powder sponge, because I don't want to use my like liquid makeup sponge with my powder sponge, because I realized it makes my sponge a weird texture, so I just quit doing that. And yeah, that's that. It makes my sponge like crack. Anyways, I'm mostly just gonna put this under my eyes, and then whatever's left over I'm just gonna kind of drag everywhere else. I think I'm pretty in focus. I don't know. I'm just washed out. So basically, next step. I don't even remember what I was talking about. I haven't used this in a while. I'm going to use this Too Faced Chocolate Soleil Bronzer. Really, what was I talking about? School? Oh, so basically, yeah, school is my happy place, and that's just where I feel. My battery pack just proceeded to die, so anyways, school is where I feel the most me. I feel the most, like, I've never fit into school. Okay, this is just going to be a really long tangent just while I get ready. So, basically, what brush do I usually use on my nose? Because I don't remember. Because oh wait, this one, it's this one, I remember now. Okay, so yeah, again, Too Faced Chocolate Soleil Bronzer. So basically, when I was in public school, I never really had like one group of friends. I always was a floater. I never really fit in with a ton of people. It was just always it was just always a lot of people that I was kind of friends with, but not really. Like, I never really hung out with a ton of people outside of school, except for like I have one childhood best friend that I'm still friends with, and that's really about it. That was like my only solid friendship growing up. I feel like most of them would just come and go, and you know, I never felt like I fit in with any people my age. So I was like a nanny, and so the only person I would see when I was in online school was the little girl I was nannying, and so that was really about it. And then my family and stuff, and I still didn't really have friends. And then I met Bo, and I kind of became friends with some of his friends, and not really though, because like they aren't really friends anymore, except for one person, but that one person is in the army now, so he's all the way in. Anyways, now that when I started cosmetology school, my first day there, we played a bunch of games, and we played mannequin head bowling and mannequin head basketball, and that was the second time that I met my pre-salon teacher. The first day I ever met her was actually on her birthday, which is kind of funny, but she ended up being my pre-salon teacher, and I'm so grateful that she was my pre-salon teacher. While all the pre-salon teachers at my school are absolutely phenomenal, I feel like I was put in my pre-salon teacher's pre-salon for a reason. And that first day there, I was so intimidated and terrified because I had such a large class starting off, because we had a large group of people that were about to go onto the floor after that mod. And my first mod was chemical texturizing, and I started that school with 6 people, and so it was divided in between 2 pre-salons, because there was only 2 pre-salons at the time, and 3 were in one class and 3 were in another class. So I became relatively close with 2 of them, and then the other 3 I just never really saw. And in the end, one of the girls from the other class came into my pre-salon like towards the very end, and then we went on the floor together. But by that point, we were the last 2 in our start date to be there, and unfortunately that girl, she ended up having to drop as well. And so I've seen a lot of people drop. And after my first day of cosmetology school, I did not think that I was going to fit in, because like I said, it was such a large class, and everyone was just, it was very energetic, and I had been in online school for so long, so I wasn't used to that whole public school environment, and I was terrified. And it was cool though to see people of all ages coming together and forming friendships. Like, I am friends with someone that my parents went to high school because of cosmetology school. Like, I never ever would have met her unless I went to cosmetology school, and she is seriously one of the funniest women I've ever met in my life. She's absolutely amazing. But I now have like friends that range all the way from like 50 to like 18, because I think you have to be 18 to go there, because you have to be graduated high school. So normally everyone, like, the youngest is 18. I think maybe one girl was 17, but you know, you're pretty much 18 when you start there. So it's just insane to meet so many people, and I'm so grateful, because I feel like they have really helped me become a better person. And like I said, school just became my happy place, even though after that first day I was like, oh my god, I'm terrified, I'm ready to drop, because I was not used to it. And I came home that day and I was low-key kind of crying, and I was like, I told my dad that I was scared to go back the next day. And did I tell my dad or did I tell my mom? I feel like I told my mom. I don't really know. But I was terrified. I was absolutely terrified. And when I started school, I knew nothing about hair, and all I wanted to do was makeup. And so we went into the chemical texturizing mod, and so many people told me if they would have started in that mod that they would have dropped. Like, they wouldn't have made it through. So I'm like, wow, that's like kind of scary. I'm going to use this Revolution Triple Baked Highlighter in Blushing Hearts. And I'm just kind of rambling, but I'm just going to try and go through my whole cosmetology school experience in this video because tomorrow's my last day and I'm sad about it and I'm just reminiscing a lot. So basically, yeah, I made it through the first week. I still was pretty unsure, but that first day was really like interesting because like we played games, and then the second day is when we sat down and really started the theory work. And once we got into that and everything was a little bit more of a calm environment, it was easier for me to be like, okay, like I can do this, like this is what I want to do. And we learned perms and relaxers, soft curl reformation, keratin smoothing treatments, all that stuff. And I made a vow to myself when I started school as well that I was never going to purchase lunch. I was going to pack my lunch every single day, and I did. I packed my lunch every single day, and it started as something to save money, and I mean it still is something to save money. Let me grab an eyebrow pencil. This is the Item Brow Chow in medium brown. But look at this little, okay, hold on, my dog needs in. Okay, I'm trying to remember where I was at because I know that I'm going totally all over the place. Forgot to put highlighter in the inner corner of my eyeballs. I'm gonna spray my face with something. What do I want to spray my face with? I'm gonna try this Laura Geller Sparkle Mist in coconut water. I don't remember when I got this. I think it may have been a Ipsy box. Yeah, I've never used this before. Smells good. Kind of perfumey. If you just heard my dogs go, like the little nose noise, because she is very sensitive to smell and she decided to come under me while I was spraying that. But anyways, this is a very fine mist. Like, okay, maybe not. The second time wasn't. Anyways, I have no idea where I was at in that story. Basically, I went through all the pre-salon mods, and it was great, and I knew some people from like middle school. Okay, there was one person that I knew there from middle school, but I never really got super close with her, and she was in a group with 2 other people, and I just wanted to be friends with them. And then there was these 2 other girls I really wanted to be friends with. Like, I just wanted to be friends with all of these people, but they all seem to already have their groups. So Lucy, you're okay, there's nothing up there for you. They all already seem to have their groups, so I didn't know how to go about like befriending them, if that makes sense. Lucy, just find your ball. And so basically we ended, my camera keeps having issues. My card just got full, so I had to delete some stuff off of it. So basically I completely forget where I was. There was just a bunch of girls that I wanted to be friends with them, but it had been so long since I'd been in public school, which again, that was my own choice to do online school. But I almost didn't know how to approach them to become friends with them. And specifically, there's one girl who she is my best friend, and I'm so thankful to have met her. And I don't know what I would do without her because she's such like a supportive figure in my life. But I like didn't blend anything on my nose. So basically, I didn't know how to approach being friends with any of these people. I was so terrified. And then finally we had like these like makeup-y competitions and hair contests and stuff. And I was put in a group with 2 girls that I wanted to be friends with, and then I became friends with them. And then then another time I was in a group with 2 other girls that I wanted to be friends with, one of them being one of my now best friends. Like, I think that I have 3 main people that I am closest to. And I already was talking about Hailey, but I don't think he would mind me talking about her, but I don't know if the other two would, so maybe I'll just bleep out her name. So I have 3 friends that I am so grateful to meet, and I don't ever want to grow apart from them, and I hope to goodness sake that we will all stay friends, because I know that, you know, we don't all live super close, but we all live in the, you know, relatively general area. So I love these girls so much, and I'm so grateful that I didn't drop out after my first week and I was able to stay and become friends with these people, because I seriously, they're my best friends. Like, that's the easiest way to put it. And then, okay, back to my pre-salon teacher. She is the most amazing educator that, like, for me, she is the most amazing educator I could have possibly gotten. This is the Ulta Correct and Conceal thing. I'm just going to kind of clean up this eyebrow that I got a little janky. But that, seriously, she is the best. Like, she will, like, all the educators are great, but my pre-salon educator is the best one for me, the best fit for me, if that makes sense. And you're put in your classes randomly, like, they don't pick their students. And so, like, if you don't understand anything, all of your educators will help you and everything. But the teacher I got, I feel like, was the best for me, because she, I don't even know how to explain it, but, like, the corrective criticism in the most uplifting possible way, and the positivity that came off of her, and the ability that she had to have somebody hone onto their creativity and blossom, is just absolutely phenomenal. It's absolutely amazing, and she is one of the best people I've ever met in my life. And I didn't text her yesterday. I'm gonna say I text her every day, but on every day I don't see her, I text her, and I forgot to text her yesterday. Basically, she is another one of the greatest support systems ever. Am I in focus? I don't know, I can't tell. But she's a phenomenal educator. And then my on-the-floor educator, I had 2. I had one before we left for COVID, and she was great. And then I had one for a longer period when we came back from COVID, and her technical skill, the way that she explains it to us, is so helpful, because in pre-salon we learn the basics, but then in advance, once you are on the floor, you learn so much technical skill, if that makes sense. Like, it's like in pre-salon you learn the basic way to do it, and on the floor you learn more advanced ways to do it, because you're more advanced, because you already know the basics and everything builds off the basic. So the different technical ways that my on the floor educator, what palettes do I have in arm's reach? I'm gonna use this one that my mom gave me recently. Okay, this is the Illuminati X-A. I don't even know. It's designed by Isabel Bedioa? I'm really bad at pronouncing everything. But basically, it's just this very beautiful palette. So, yes. And I think I'm going to definitely start off with BB Girl. I just stuck my finger in Rich. Okay, anyways, I'm going to start off with BB Girl right there. And put that, like, everywhere. Okay, by everywhere, I mean literally just in my crease. And I know you can hear my dog drinking. I'm going to try and wait. Seriously, my experience at Empire was absolutely amazing. Even with COVID, they handled it phenomenally, and I could not even imagine how difficult it was for the educators. But we did an online program, and mine crashed, so I couldn't get I think I got maybe like 3 hours on that. But then when we did Zoom, I got a whole week's worth of hours, and a lot of people didn't get any hours over the first COVID because they just chose not to do it because it was optional. But then when we came back, we didn't have clients forever, and so we learned a ton of technical skill then, and it was absolutely amazing. But I was terrified because the only clients that I had before we had shut down, because I was only on the floor when we shut down for a mod, but I didn't even finish the whole mod because my first mod out there was chemical texturizing. And so when I went out, my first day on the floor, I had my boyfriend come in. He got a haircut, and I was so nervous. It took me absolutely forever. And my pre-salon teacher was actually, she came out with me because that mod she was like, they were switching things up, and so pre-salon was on the floor, like the educators, and then the previous on the floor educators were in pre-salon. So it was very nice and comforting to have her out there with me. And then I had my mom came in for a blowout, and I think my friend came in for a haircut, and my other friend came in for a facial. And then that was like the first week, and I think that second week we stopped taking clients because of COVID. And I remember in pre-salon there was this girl, and she when COVID like first became a thing, she was like, oh my gosh, like this is gonna be a big thing. And we were all like, no, like calm down, like don't stress yourself out. And it was like, it shut down our whole school, it shut down the whole world. And it was scary, and it was weird, and none of us really knew how to handle it. I'm now going to go in with this purple haze color. And so we were off school for 3 whole months, and when we came back, it was like, what did I learn, you know? So we all pretty much just relearned all of our everything, felt like. And the Zoom and the online stuff really did help, and it was nice. But when we came back, we kind of redid a lot of things. We didn't take clients for a long time, so we did a ton of mannequin work, and we were really perfecting our speed and our basic skill and everything like that, and a lot of product knowledge. And then we opened back up for clients, and we were doing really great. I had some regulars come in. I was doing perms and roller sets and haircuts and color and all kinds of really super fun stuff, and it was so great. Wait, I just realized I can totally zoom in on my eyes. Hold on. So we were just kind of going with it, and everything was going really great. And then we closed down again for another 2 weeks due to a small COVID outbreak in my school, and we did Zoom. And we did a lot of state board prep. I'm now going to take this purple dream on my finger and put it on my eye. And so we did a lot of state board stuff online, and we just kept, like, again, Zoom was optional then. We just kept going and kept working on it and advancing in our skill set, and I was terrified because this was my second time I'm, you know, not having clients in my chair. Like, I'm working on mannequin, I'm not doing real work. And so when I got back, I was kind of like, I'm scared, and I was scared, and I'm still scared because I feel like I haven't had a lot of client experience. But I'm making it work, and I've been asking for as many clients as possible, and I've been having as many clients as possible come in, and just trying to work with, you know, my, I really want to take this green. Hold on, I'm going to take sour under my eye. And so I've really just been trying my best to work with, like, my time, but I feel like I just haven't had a lot of opportunity, to work on clients. I'm going to spray my brush with the same Speckled Laura Geller mixed stuff. I know I'm skipping around a lot because I kind of went from the beginning to like a small brief part of the middle to the very, very end. But seriously, cosmetology school has been such an amazing experience for me, and I'm so grateful for all of my educators and everyone and everything that they've taught me and everyone that I met, because like I was saying earlier, I had no idea anything about hair before I started school, and all I wanted to do was makeup. I didn't really care about hair, but I'm so happy that I got to learn some of the things that I got to learn. The green's not super vibrant, but it's like also, it's there. It's like a pastel green, so good. Eyeshadow done. Again, I skipped around a lot, but like I said, I'm very thankful for my entire experience at school and everything I learned. It obviously was an amazing learning experience. I still feel like there's stuff that I can learn because cosmetology is an ever-growing industry and everything is constantly changing, and there's so many different ways to do so many different things, so I constantly am trying to expand my knowledge with watching online videos, and I definitely want to take some like extension and eyelash courses. I definitely want to take some extended education courses to kind of advance my skill set even more. I'm going to take my Betty Boop Ipsy eyeliner now. And I definitely think there's always room to grow, and no matter what industry you're in, so I definitely am going to keep getting further education. And yeah, but another really cool experience at my school is they do this thing called, a lot of schools do it, a student of the month. And they started, before we left for COVID the first time, they started something called a student mentor program. And if you're a student mentor, it basically means that you're helpful to your other students, and if an educator is busy, you can get that student to help you out. So basically, most of the time, it kind of goes hand in hand with student of the month. Not always, but sometimes. And so 2 girls got it before we left for COVID. And then I was never really expecting to get one, but I thought it'd be very cool to receive one, and I kind of made it a goal, but I never purposefully worked towards it. I just kind of helped people because it was in the moment. I don't know how to explain it. I guess maybe subconsciously I was working towards it, but I never meant to. And I make these notes every day. Since we come back from COVID, school was kind of a negative place, and since it's a very positive place, I didn't like that. So I wanted to change it, and I started writing these just literally random positive quotes on index cards, folding them, writing "for you" with a heart on the outside of them, and then giving them to random people. Like, I would give them to each pre-Sloan class, and then a couple people on the floor, or like the advanced classes, stuff like that. And I didn't think much of it, because for me it was just kind of, it made me feel better about being there. But it wasn't until people started coming up to me being like, I really appreciate that, like I really needed an extra boost today, that I was like, okay, so it's making a difference. And I kept doing it, and I've done it every day since I don't even know when I started. I've done it every day since I started. So I've done it for like maybe 2 months now or something like that. And tomorrow's my last day, so I'm secretly going to make a whole bunch today. I'm going to put them in jars, and I'm going to give them to the educators. And then every time I come back in, I'm going to be like, okay, let me replenish your jar. Because I know, now that I know that it helps people, I don't know anyone that's going to continue it. And so I want it to keep going. And yeah, basically that's that. So essentially, they made me the student of the month for that. And that's what I feel like it's for. So I'm very grateful for that, and they also gave me a student mentor badge, so I was really honored, and I cried in front of the whole school. I'm not gonna lie, I cried in front of the whole school. Let me do this eyeliner really quick, because if I keep talking, I balance myself on my jawline, so if I keep talking, it's gonna, yeah. Okay, I really messed up my eyeliner, so I'm just gonna go back in with that little concealer palette and fix it, because it's a mess, and I'm like very ashamed. So I'm gonna just fix it a little bit. I've just been very grateful for my opportunity at school, and they have taught me everything I need to know for success, but I'm just scared of not being successful and not passing my boards. Even though literally there's no reason I shouldn't pass my boards. I'm like fine for the practical aspect of it, but the test aspect of it is like really freaking me out. Like the written. And I make flashcards every time, and I have like Kahoots and Quizlets that I can use to study. So I shouldn't be worried, but I still am. I don't know, I'm scared to not be there, and I'm scared to miss out because all of my friends are still going to be at school. Okay, so basically I need to make this thicker at the bottom. Basically all my friends are still going to be at school, and I'm not going to be there, and I don't want to leave them, and I'm scared they're going to forget about me. Because like I said, I've never fit in anywhere as much as I fit in at Empire. And so I'm like, I'm just sad. I'm sad to leave, and I don't want to leave Empire behind. Like, I don't want to continue on in my journey, but I know that it's for the best for me, and like this is, you know, how I will become a successful cosmetologist. But it's like, don't make me go. I'm zooming back out to do my mascara because I want to. I'm doing makeup under my mask because I'm filming, but normally I would just like here, down, nothing, and I only do this part. So yeah. Anyways, I don't know. I mean, I do, but I don't. I'm so, like I said, I'm just really thankful for this experience, but I'm also terrified of leaving and not being successful, even though I know that I'm good at what I do, and I never thought that I would love hair as much as I do now. I didn't know I had the potential to be good at hair, and it's crazy to me that I now understand. Like, before I had no idea. I had no idea about nothing. Barely had any idea about makeup, and then all of a sudden I went to school and I was like, I feel like I understand everything now. My eyeliner wings are still a little bit messed up, but it's fine. It's fine. I'm going to use this Luminous Lash Paradise base by L'Oreal. Anyways, continuing on to some other life topics. That's enough about cosmetology school. I'll probably make a million bajillion videos on my cosmetology school experience. And so let's talk about what else is there to talk about? What else is interesting about me? Nothing. Nothing at all. I literally, all I am is school. That's what I am. All I am is my education. I really think that's all I have to talk about is school. I'm scared to clock out. Like, I'm scared for final clock out. I've already sobbed in front of my whole school once when I got my student mentor and student of the month. And so that was like literally last week. Last Monday. And so this coming Monday, which is tomorrow, it'll be 1 week. And so I'm going to cry again in front of the whole school. It's going to be great. It's so much fun. Now I'm going to take this Ciate London Triple Shot XXL mascara and put that on. And then I have another mascara that I'm going to put on top of that. Really, like, I just really don't know what else to talk about. All I talk about ever is school and my dog. I guess I can update you guys on Lucy. She's 2 now. Terrible 2s. She's a little punk. She stepped on my face the other day and scratched me. Like, obviously not on purpose, but also she wanted me, like, obviously, but not on purpose, but also on purpose. She wanted me to play ball with her, but I was sleeping. So she was like, wake up. And she wasn't meaning to scratch me. Her nails are just really long because whenever I bring out the nail clipper, she goes berserk. Even though she's never had a bad experience getting her nails clipped. Like, we never trimmed them too short or anything, and she just hates it. Like, I have to seriously go to the veterinarian that Lucy goes to, buy a $20 syringe that has 1 drop of these, like, puppy drugs, and give them to her. And it makes her so loopy, and it's kind of funny, but also kind of annoying because I don't want to spend $20 to be able to have, like, be able to cut my dog's nails. It's not fun. So I don't know. Maybe I'm gonna start asking if I can just pay them to cut her nails, because she's not like, with me she gets angry, and she doesn't get angry at the vet when they do it. So maybe I'll be like, listen, I don't want to keep spending $20 on these drugs for my dog. Yeah, I'm talking about you. You see her little sniffer? Talking about you. I'm talking about you. You say, Mom, stop talking smack. She just wants to sniff the mascara wand. You smell it? You smell that one now? My sister told me to watch Hunter x Hunter because my sister's super into anime. Sorry if you didn't want people to know that. Actually, no, I think my mom already kind of told the internet, so I think I'm cool to talk about it. I really like it. I didn't know if I would because I've never really watched anime before, and like I don't have anything against it. I've just never watched it unless you want to count Avatar: The Last Airbender as anime, because that was my jam growing up, and Bo and I rewatched all of that and then watched Legends of Korra. Like we own it on disc set, both of them. And then like right when we started rewatching Legends of Korra, everyone started to watch Avatar: The Last Airbender, and we were like, it was weird. I feel like sometimes oh, okay, wait. This is the Voluminous Lash Paradise by L'Oreal mascara, and I'm just gonna put this on my upper lashes. But yeah, my sister said that doesn't count as an anime, but I don't know. So I guess it doesn't. So anyways, yeah. I started watching that. It's pretty good. I like it so far. I've only started watching it this week and I'm already on season 2, but the episodes are rather short, so I would say that's definitely why. Also, I'm growing my bangs out and I'm not cutting them until after Stay Bored. My eyelashes look so whack right now. Hold on, I gotta fix them, but Lucy's like trying to climb on my desk. But there's the eyes. My eyelashes are kind of wacky. I think I'm just gonna grab this one. This is the Buxom... I don't know if it's a lip gloss or a lipstick. It's in Mudslide. It's a gloss. So I'm just gonna put that on. Ooh. Yep, that's good. Good enough for me. So yeah, that's all for this video today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. It was kind of all over the place because I'm just like reminiscing on my whole school experience, and it was just all over the place because that's how my brain functions constantly 24/7. So I guess that was a little glimpse into what it's like to be in my brain. Yeah, I really kind of like this eyeliner on this eye. Okie dokie. So yeah, that's all for this video. I'm gonna sign off and maybe cry a little bit about how I'm gonna miss school so much. So you guys, I'm terrified but so excited for this next journey in my life, and of course the video cut out right before I was gonna end it, so yeah, until next time, I hope you have a wonderful day. Kisses from Kentucky. Bye. I got lip gloss on my fingers.